Hey, it's no secret that I love using Slice and Dice to help generate more BD activity. And I kind of felt I wanted to share it with you all. So go take a look at this. We're going to come over and select two metrics. First of all, jobs added, and then client calls. Press done and generate report. And here we've got our information. We're going to extend this back a couple of years. So I'm literally going to change this from 2025 to 2023, which will give us a much bigger data set. And I'm going to generate the report again. Now, this is really helpful in understanding how many jobs and how many client calls have been added, but it's not going to show us the missed opportunity. So we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to go to KPI date month. We're going to drag that to the top row here. Now, we don't actually need to see whether Bullhorn Automation or myself have added this in. So we're going to remove owner, and instead we're going to pull down company. We've now got the name of the company and the broken down by how many jobs were added by each month and how many client calls were added each month. You could take this a step further and you can even add in the client contact, like so. So what we can now see, if we take this top one for an example, is that Durmstrang gave us a job in July 2024. However, they haven't given us a job since. We had a call with them back in April, but obviously nothing has quite come on it. But these guys gave us a job. So this might be an amazing opportunity for us to try and re-engage and get some more jobs, interviews and placements back on the system. This is where you can understand really what your BD cadence should be and how you can engage people further. Of course, there's further things we could also do. We could also break this down into call types. So you might say from up here, do you know what, we actually only want to see BD calls, and then you can say apply, and then that's going to change that. Or you could include them all, and then very simply you can drag that down here, and you can now see the calls that happened. So we can see that we actually, back to Durmstrang, it was a BD call we had with them, and we haven't had one since. However, Hogwarts, we called Argus Filch, left a message back in April, and then we called them again in June, and this time it was a BD call. So there's really lots of opportunity for you here to navigate and use Bullhorn and Slice and Dice to understand more about what has happened in your past jobs and BD process. You can obviously take this a step further and you can add in interviews, placements, or more specific metrics to give you the overview that you need.